Good morning, everyone. Today is Ash Wednesday, which is a day of prayer and fasting that is observed by many Christians around the world and especially Catholics. You may see people walking around with a smudge of ashes on their forehead, the little cross, just to kind of reflect that they are in that time of prayer and fasting. And it marks the beginning of the Lenten season, a season of penitence that precedes Easter. So today being Ash Wednesday kind of got me thinking about the idea of sacrifice, and more specifically about the idea of sacrifice in wellness. And it has occurred to me, especially since I began personal training, that people often don't want the sacrifice. They want the results without not just having to do the work, but without having to sacrifice, without having to give things up. And it's not just in, trying to lose weight. It's not just in trying to be fit, but in all aspects of wellness. And one example I'll give you is that, I'm not a morning person, and I tend to need a lot of sleep at night, but I also know that not being a morning person, I don't like to engage with people until I'm kind of awake for the day. So I set my alarm a little earlier than the rest of the family so that I can get up and be awake first. But sometimes my husband or my kids might get up during that time, and they kind of invade that time and that space, and that feels like it's a frustration for me, when they're there in that space. And so that happened to me this morning, and I got to thinking about how maybe I need to sacrifice this, all right, so that is a piece of my wellness, that getting up and making that time in my day to start my day off on the right foot. But maybe I need to sacrifice this little bit of time for my husband or for my kids. That might be really the only true quality time that they get to spend with me during the day, because as a busy family, a lot of times we don't have good quality time to spend together. So that's just one example where I don't want to sacrifice that, but I understand that might be an important part to not just my wellness, but my family's wellness. Of course, it can pertain specifically to things like weight loss, fixing health conditions, and fitness. We do need to make sacrifices. Sometimes we need to give up one thing in order to make room for this other thing. So maybe you have to give up scrolling on your phone. Maybe you have to give up watching television at night in order to make room in your life for healthier eating habits, like making dinner as a family or going to exercise. And so often people don't want to have that sacrifice. And I think we don't often talk about how there is that actual need for sacrifice. So many people are looking for the solution of, I want to still eat what I want to eat and find a way to lose weight or get healthier without making those changes. So I guess I'm just bringing that to your attention today. I was thinking about it this morning, being this time of sacrifice, that in order often to be well, we do often have to make these sacrifices. That does not mean that you should be shortchanging your health and yourself. You shouldn't become the martyr that a lot of moms often become as we sort of drag people around begrudgingly. That's not true sacrifice. That's not done out of love. That's done out of a place of darkness that hopefully we can avoid. So are you able to open yourself up to the possibility of sacrifice and the benefit that it could provide in your life? Just something for you to think about today. I pray that you all have a wonderful time this Lenten season. Maybe take some time to reflect and pray, and figure out what kind of sacrifices you're going to make for your wellness. Bye, guys.